guys, welcome back to LandonProduction. I'm Courtney McGinley. Here we have
Rebecca Felgate. Hi, I'm from Most Amazing Top 10 and also from the UK, which is important.
So today we have a bunch of news stories and we're going to be featuring the EU.
So you guys will have heard the news. The United Kingdom has left the EU following a referendum. So for those of you that don't know what the EU is, it is a governing body now made up of 27 different European countries. Basically, we work together. Although for the UK, not anymore. So on the 23rd of June 2016, the United Kingdom had a nationwide referendum whether to remain or whether to leave the EU. Now the results came back, 51.9% of people wanted to leave. So there we have it, we are now leaving the EU and our Prime Minister David Cameron has resigned as a result. We don't yet know who's going to replace him, but the odds are with former London Mayor Boris Johnson. Now there is uproar in the United Kingdom as the vote was so close. A lot of the younger people voted to remain, and the reports are saying that generally speaking, it was the older generation that wanted to leave. Now there are growing concerns that the United Kingdom will no longer be a United Kingdom, as both Scotland and Northern Ireland mostly voted to remain. This could trigger a second Scottish referendum, with the chances are this time they would break away from the United Kingdom, becoming their whole own separate entity. There are also reports that Northern Ireland would wish to leave the United Kingdom as well, leaving just England and Wales together. Now some are even going as far as to say that this could see a reunification of Ireland in general.
Also, Europe has a lottery called Euro Millions. And now that the UK isn't a part of the EU, there is a debate whether or not they will be able to buy lottery tickets anymore. Also, after the vote was casted in favor of leaving the EU, there have been over 100,000 people that petitioned to revote because a lot of these people want to remain part of the EU.
So the plot thickens in the United Kingdom at the moment as all of the political parties are in disarray. So not only is the Conservative Party in disarray with David Cameron resigning, the Labour Party is also up in arms. Many MPs are now calling for a vote of no confidence in current leader Jeremy Corbyn. If this goes through, the Labour Party too will have to have a new leader. So what do the results of the vote mean right now? Well, there is still a chance that we might not leave the European Union. The vote was not legally binding, it was just advisory. However, if we do officially leave the EU, then the chances are that this is not going to take place fully for the next 2 years.
So a lot has been going on in the EU, and with anything else coming up, we will keep you guys up to date, but now I'm going to talk to you guys about some other stories. Next, the company Volkswagen AG is paying out more than $10 billion to settle their claims against 500,000 owners that are absolutely fuming over the US diesel emission cheating scandal. Back in September 2015, the company disclosed that they are using sophisticated software to evade emission requirements in almost 11 million vehicles worldwide. After this information was brought to the attention of the public, customers were furious. A source is saying that the owners who have voiced their complaints will be receiving around $5,000 in compensation. Now this is on top of the estimated values of their vehicle from September 2015. And owners who do decide to have their vehicles repaired, they will still get compensation. However, the settlement is complex and requires owners to fill out a detailed worksheet about their vehicle to calculate the buyback value. Next, the hit show Scream Queens is getting a hot new actor added to their cast. It is now official that Taylor Lautner will be joining Emma Roberts, Leah Michele, Abigail Breslin, and Jamie Lee Curtis for season 2. He will be playing the character named Dr. Cassidy Cascade. And as if that wasn't enough new manpower, John Stamos will also be joining the cast for the season 2, playing Dr. Brooke Holt. I'm right there with all of you Scream Queen fans. This is going to be an amazing season and it's going to start in September. Finally, earlier this week, Steven Schneider was an incredibly lucky man because on his flight to New Orleans to Atlanta, he was the only passenger. Yeah, so he didn't have to deal with babies crying, anyone elbowing him in the side, or kicking the back of his seat. Steven arrived at the Louis Armstrong Airport, and when he went to check in, he was asked by crew members if he would be okay taking a flight the following day and informed him that he would be the only passenger. Troubles with flight 2426 had caused the departure flights to be delayed several times, which caused customers on the previous flight to change the date or time of their departure, thereby leaving this flight in question unattended. But since the plane was still required to be on the tarmac at the Atlanta airport the following morning, the plane was still required to fly out of New Orleans. I have to admit, that would be absolutely amazing. So there you guys have it, that's all the news stories I have for you guys today. This is our official last day of VidCon. We're still in the hotels though, we're going to be making lots of videos for you guys, and we will see you guys on Monday.